Welcome now to part 7 of our chapter 5 video series. We've talked about the global VM settings, the Hyper-V settings. Now we're going to talk about virtual machine settings specific to a given virtual machine. The settings dialog box has two sections in it, your hardware section and your management section. Your hardware section will allow you to manage things like adding hardware, your BIOS and your firmware, security, which is to say whether or not Windows boots securely or not, memory settings, processor, as in how much memory, how many processors, whether there's an IDE controller, whether there's a SCSI controller, network adapters, serial drives, serial ports, disk drives, etc. What you're potentially likely to see, particularly in Server 2016, is you may not see your serial ports, you may not see your diskettes, you may have to add that stuff. Coming right out of the box, you're literally going to have to add either a DVD drive to the existing SCSI controller, add a new SCSI controller to it. And in the Management tab, you can do things like change its name, set up integration services, turn various aspects of integration services on and off, set up checkpoints, set up your smart paging file, what happens if it starts, under what circumstances to start it and start it automatically, and all kind of looks like this. Say you needed to, see this SCSI controller here. There's a hard drive, but there's no ISO. What if you wanted to add a virtual drive for the purpose of using an ISO as that virtual drive? You'd go here to add hardware. You would add a new SCSI. So you're here at add a hardware. You choose SCSI controller, click add, and you can add it in. On your network adapter, you can choose whether or not it's connected to anything, either not connected or connected to the physical to the same NIC, or one or more of one of the same NICs that the hypervisor as a whole is aware of. Okay, so there's that. We're going to talk next about the virtual machine connection window. The virtual machine connection window is essentially the console view that you're used to roughly analogous rather to the console view you're used to in VirtualBox and VMware Workstation. So we'll cover that next. Thank you for watching. On to part 8.